LaSalle fans and Ateneo supporters, the crown is back in Taft. Now is the best time to secure the most incredible DLSU merchandise in the market to celebrate the Lady Spikers title conquest of Season 85. Green-Blooded Championship t-shirt is something you do not want to miss out on. It comes in 3 different colors with the name of each champion spiker on the back, names that will be remembered forever. What better way to celebrate this unforgettable season? So visit Green-Blooded on Shopee now and show off your Ateneo spirit. Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Navs podcast. Today I am joined by San Beda Red Lions point guard Jacob Cortez, one of the rising young point guards in Philippine basketball today. Jacob, right now we're recording this, he is in Los Angeles. I'm sure he's happy to be home, where San Beda just spent the last few weeks training in preparation for the NCAA campaign, where they try to reclaim a championship that hasn't been with the team for a while now. Jacob, how are you doing, man? How's the experience been like there in LA?
It's been good. Been practicing all day. Well, we practice 2 times a day, and then we try to squeeze in a team practice session. And we went against UC San Diego, a D1 team, a couple of prep schools, and so far we just finished. And I think that we think as a team it's a big opportunity to be better, especially with the NCAA almost a month away. So we're all excited.
Right. So how'd the game against UC San Diego go? Did you guys put up a good fight?
Oh yeah, we did. But towards the end, I think fatigue played a factor, and they were all bigger,
Right.
athletic. But yeah, we played a good game against them.
So from your team, the Red Lions, who do you think is showing out so far in the offseason? Who do you think is primed for a big NCAA campaign coming up?
Oh, I'm gonna say Yuki and Andrada. It's actually a lot, but Ukes he plays a big part with his game. He's a deadly shooter. Jordan Lawley calls him Yuki Thompson. So hopefully during the season he shoots lights out,
Awesome. Well, how
which
about you? I
I
mean,
have confidence in.
how about you? Yeah,
Yeah,
you've had a good offseason yourself.
yeah, I had a good offseason, but it's all about consistency for me. And this, you never know this coming NCAA season. Anything can happen.
Yeah, for sure. How do you
Yeah,
picture the NCAA title image right now? Because obviously Letron's coming back, they're a championship contender. CSB still loaded with Will coming back and Oxon, Cortez and all those guys. And then you, the Red Lion, it's been a few years now where you guys just haven't
yeah,
dominated the competition in the NCAA, right? And that's where you're kind of trying to get back to. But this is the second
yeah,
year under Coach Yuri. Of course, some learning curves in the first season. I think Mapu was also legit. I think San Sebastian's a good team. I think Lyceum is also talented. And
yes,
it feels like a wide open NCAA season.
yeah.
It
It's
feels like so much can happen. Yeah.
very competitive. Yeah,
Yeah. So
all the
how
teams
are you
are
approaching it?
like the
Like
same.
where do you guys think you rank among everyone?
We could be the bottom, we could be the top. We never know, but we just like stay where we are as a unit, stay together,
Mm.
come together, because we believe that if we stay together, it will help build our team to a better spot,
Right.
and
Right.
hopefully we use that as an advantage.
Well,
But
one loss is James isn't going to be there this season, right?
sorry, what?
James isn't going to be there this season
Yeah,
compared to last season, so that's going to be tough.
yeah, it's gonna be tough. But he like what he brought to us, like to me as a rookie, coming in as my first year. He was my senior, and all most of these other guys, he taught us to just his leadership. He taught us to be a leader, to talk every time while on the court. So he'll be there in spirit, and we're fighting for him.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? Who knows what James is going to do there? It's talk that he might join the PBA, so that could be a good opportunity for him to see where he
Yeah,
goes next step in
yeah.
his career. Are you expecting bigger stats from yourself this season? So I was looking at your averages last season. You were at about 6 points a game. I think you'll have a bigger role this season for sure after what we
Yeah.
saw in the offseason PBA D League particularly. What kind of breakout season are you expecting? Are you putting like a standard you want to live up to? Medical five, assist leader. one of the top scoring leaders in the league. Any specific goals that you want for yourself, which you think could be beneficial for
For
the team?
myself would be the efficiency, because my efficiency last season was probably like really low. Me and Coach Yuri would check after the game. My plus minus would always be minus. But
Mm-hmm.
now I have a bigger role, more minutes. I try not to force myself to like try to score or like try to find those assists. It just comes naturally. So
Right,
every
right.
like yeah. So yeah, just probably be more efficient
Yeah, 1.6 assists a game
to
last
be
season. I think you're gonna need to increase that a little bit though. Like
yeah,
if you're gonna have the
yeah,
ball more in your
that
hands,
too.
right?
Yeah. And my turnovers need to be lower, of course.
Yeah, for sure. Now, another major thing that happened in the offseason I want to talk about is the PBAD League, particularly that finals against LaSalle, where you really showed out, especially that first game. I thought you balled out. You're making tough shots, pull ups, getting in the rim, scoring over bigger defenders, hitting 3-pointers. Your confidence, just where is it now compared to when you first got back to the Philippines to play college ball?
My confidence right now is really, really high, I would like to say. There's no escaping that. But when I first started at Beta, is that what you
Yeah,
asked?
yeah. Compared
Yeah, when I
compared to
first
now.
well, my when I first got to Beta, it was still high. It just started to get low like last season, I would
Mm.
say, because the first season was a bubble, and they put me on reserve, so I wanted to like show them, of course. So I was confident, and they put me out in the lineup. And then last season, I wasn't really getting played that much, and as a player, that just how would you say this? That would like mess with your
Mental
yeah
makeup.
mental. So my confidence bumped down, but that during the latter of the last season, I started to get more used to it, more used to the coach's system, and coach started using me. So I think that was like momentum coming into this off season, and hopefully that builds up to this coming season that I would have to manage myself.
Yeah, for sure. Now, you've definitely improved because one of the key happenings, and maybe you could provide some context in this, is there were some whispers, some news that after your performance in the PBAD League, De La Salle University wanted to recruit you, their team. And I'm not sure how far that got, how much materialized, but I know there was interest. I know La Salle wanted you. And a lot of LaSalle fans, of course, made the connection to your dad right away, right? Naturally. But you decided to
Naturally,
stick it out
naturally.
with San Beda. And after talking with Coach Yuri and Coach Jude and everything that, all the rest of the guys in your team, I'm sure. But maybe you could tell us a
Yeah.
story about what happened there. Like how interested was LaSalle and what brought you back to San Beda?
When it comes to cleaning a home or office, most people just know the basics. Mopping the floor, wiping off dust and dirt is pretty standard. While all that can make a place look clean, it doesn't mean it is clean. Making a place truly clean and virus-free requires a professional help. That's where the cleaning coach comes in. The cleaning coach provides outstanding general cleaning, commercial cleaning, post-construction cleanup, upholstery cleaning, floor, carpet cleaning, aircon cleaning, and disinfection at a very reasonable price. The cleaning coach and his team will do all the scrubbing, dusting, polishing, disinfecting, and sanitizing, so you won't have to. Making your place look clean that you can also smell and feel. You will experience the difference. Now that's stress-free cleaning to a better normal, done professionally by the cleaning coach. Contact the cleaning coach today to learn more.
LaSalle, they were I would like to say very, very interested because, well, next season they don't have Ivan, they don't have Mark, and some wings.
Yeah.
And after performing in this D League, they, especially against them, they expressed their interest. But I just couldn't leave San Beda like that, because
Hmm.
I built like ever since I got there, I just built my role to what I am now. And then like with like 2.5 months into the before the season, and I just thought it wouldn't make sense to leave San Beda with my role now. especially. And just if I would sit out a year, a residency year, I don't know what would happen during that year. Whoever knows, like a coach may change or whatever, So I just want to stay in the present and be thankful for the role I have now.
1 to 5, how close would you say you were to thinking about going to LaSalle?
5 being what?
5 being very close.
Okay, I'm gonna play it safe, 2.5.
2.5.
Well, because LaSalle, UAP,
Right,
multi-championship university. My dad used to go there,
right,
so
right.
yeah, it made me think, of course.
Yeah, of course, of course. Now, did the conversation with Coach Yuri help out in terms of keeping you in San Beda? And if it did, what did Coach Yuri say that made you consider, this is where I want to be, at least for now?
He wants to win a championship this year, so he was like telling me all this, and I believed in him. But what he said was, it's not really what he said, but how he said it. One of those moments. He
Okay.
was like, "Ako bahala sa'yo." Like,
Mm,
So I was
right,
like,
right.
okay, reluctant.
Right.
So yeah, that's really all that clicked.
Your relationship with Coach Yuri, what's it like?
Really close. We're really, really well. He's he's so easy to get along with. He's a player's coach, so it's like he could actually be a player, like how he is as a coach. But it's been a just about a year with him, and he's just how to say this. Coming from Coach Tab and what they run over there, and then he brought it to Beta. It's just amazing what he's taught us and me through this whole year. It's just crazy to me, and how he builds relationships is really easy with his players. So yeah,
Yeah, for sure. And seems like you guys have a system in place. Seems like he knows where to really fit you in at this point, or rather how to use you, because the offseason, like I said, has really shown glimpses of,
mhm.
not like major glimpses of what you can potentially do with the ball in your hands. You mentioned your dad, the LaSalle factor, of course, and I'm sure when the offer from LaSalle came, or rather the interest, there was a part of you that probably thought, oh, maybe continue the Cortez legacy, DLSU to some degree, right? The winning legacy. But see, that makes me think of it from a broader perspective. Like you, from all people, I'm sure you know what your dad did, college basketball here, going to the pros. What
Yeah.
his name means in many parts, particularly Taft Avenue. Is that pressure? Is that motivation? What's it like to be the son of Mike Cortez trying to make a name for yourself?
No pressure. Uh, I don't know. As a kid, like I would say grade school, first year high school, I really didn't like know how good he was during
Mm.
college. I don't know like he was the cool cat or like how he was. But then come what grade 11, the first time I played with Green Hills, that's when it started clicking. Like I was watching his highlights and like damn, pretty impressive, pretty impressive. But back to the question, there's growing up there was no pressure at all. He would like never get he was never hard on me like at games. You know how there's dads who like shout at their kids
Yeah, yeah.
during the sidelines. He wasn't no. He would but
He was still the
like
cool
we
cat,
would
even in the sidelines.
you're right, right, right. But like at home when we get home we would watch film and that's when we like break it down. But again, no pressure at all. Like I just play. I don't think about what others think. I just play,
What
and
did
I
you
think
pick?
that helps me.
What did you pick up from watching these highlights? Anything that you watch, see him do, little meticulous stuff about how he would approach the game, whether that was on the court or even before games, that you have picked up on and you try to emulate yourself?
Yeah, his pace. Someone mentioned it to me, and then I watched one of his games, and like how he like controls his pace, and he's smooth. He's smooth. I guess people think I'm smooth too, but I just think I'm slow, and I'm just I just get I don't know. I just use my pace as my advantage, and I think yeah, he's teaching me that. So I think I got it from him. But yeah, that's all. Because I wasn't as quick. I'm not as quick as him. I'm not.
The hops.
la- Nah, I don't have hops. Well, he was skinny, that's why I'm more on the heavier side, so it's hard.
Right, right. But the mentorship that he provides along the way. What about the preparations part of it? You know, preparing for a game, mentally getting yourself ready for a big game, for a big moment that he's told you that has really stayed with you.
Attention sports enthusiasts and loyal Ateneo fans. The peak of excitement may have settled after the UAAP season, but your support for Team Ateneo should never waver. Show your unwavering spirit by proudly donning your favorite Get Blued merchandise. We have amazing news for you. You can now find the most extensive selection of authentic Ateneo gear at both Shopee Mall and Laz Mall. Gear up and embrace the blue and white pride with Get Blued's top-notch apparel. And remember, always buy original.
Well, it's not he didn't tell me this before the game. He told me this after I had a bad game, and that just stuck with me. This was when I didn't get minutes during last season, and it just stuck with me. He said the world's not gonna stop for you, so might as well like wait, I'm gonna put context into it. So during the last season, I wasn't getting minutes.
Hmm.
So I had an attitude problem. Like sit at the edge of the bench. Yeah, I'd clap on the bench, but like deep down, I have like this anger in me towards coach and towards whoever. And I was just giving out negative energy with my bad body language. So he texted me right after, calls me right after the game, and he told me that the world's not gonna stop for you. So it's either you be sad and continue to be sad and not do anything useful. Like nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's
Hmm.
gonna improve. Your game's not gonna improve. Your team is not gonna keep winning because they don't like my energy. So after that, I just switched up, started encouraging people, started working harder, started more extra work. Then eventually, Coach Yuri saw that and started to play me, and my confidence started getting high. And ever since then,
Exactly. You've been on the
that's just my
rise since then.
mentality.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
you have a younger brother that's balling as well in the States, right?
yeah.
How's he doing? What's his position? I mean, what grade is he at? Is he gonna ball out here in the
He's
Philippines?
for college. We'll see what he wants. But for now, he's grade 11. He's just coming off a ACL injury.
Hmm.
He's to be cleared either this month or next month. But during this, like he's been on rehab. I think he's gonna be taller than me for sure. He's 17 years old and as tall as me already. He's longer. But yeah, he plays for varsity at St. Anthony High School. San Beda's trying to get him too, but I feel like he doesn't know yet what he wants, and it's fine.
Are you familiar with Penny Estacio?
Yeah, that's my
Well,
boy.
literally, while we're recording this, I kid you not, Penny just
Texting
sent
you.
me a message and he's like, "Yes, sir, I'm committing to San Beda." So, Jacob, you
Wait,
get the
really?
break. I swear, man. I swear, I just got the message from Penny and he's like, he is committing to San Beda. So, let's get your thoughts first. You get the breaking news first. How do you feel about playing with Penny?
I feel good. Well, okay, I'll tell you this. Before we left for Davao, yeah, for Davao, because we played at Cagayawan. He's been to our practices like days before. He's been coming to
Mm,
practices, but he hasn't been joining because he would join just for some drills, but because he's injured.
yeah, yeah.
But we've been trying to get like his decision, and it just feels good that he's finally committed. That feels good because I've been going against him since what grade school. When I was at Kalea San Agustin, he was with Lourdes. Literally, like growing up, every year we go at it against each other, and
Man, that's awesome. You and
it's
Penny could
crazy.
like run the backcourt together because when Penny's healthy, he's a hell of a baller.
He is, he is. Knowing as a how do you say it? Like I've been going against him, so I know his game already. But every time he puts up at least 20, at least. 20.
Who's got a better jump shot? You or Penny at this point?
Me.
I like it. Those practices are gonna be fun with you
Sorry,
guys
man.
going to head to head. We just
Yeah.
want to congratulate Penny, of course, on the decision. Good for him. Hope he gets the minutes that
Welcome, Benny.
yes, sir. Penny to San Beda. A homecoming too, because he used to play for San Beda
Yeah, you did.
back in the
Yeah.
day too. So
Yeah.
he's been around a lot, and maybe San Beda will finally be the home that he's been waiting for. Another thing that I want to ask Jacob is, what are your long-term goals? I know that we're getting offers from abroad for a lot of guards, Korea, Japan. I'd have to double check, but I think you are eligible technically because both your parents have Filipino blood. But I have to double check. But what is the PBA potentially in the picture as
Yeah.
well? Like your
Yeah.
dad, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what are your long-term goals?
Well, right now, because of course, to play pro, this could be anywhere around the world. Playing professionally basketball has always been a dream of mine. Yeah, Japan and Korea, I would say, is the main goal right now. But PBA is not like just there, you know? That's also a goal. It's not easy to become PBA player. But Japan and Korea, just to play against, I would say, arguably better competition, stronger, taller. So yeah, I would say overseas is the main goal right now.
Awesome. You just gotta keep working hard and maybe the opportunity presents itself. And that's a big season you've
Yeah.
got coming up in the NCAA. So I guess I'll leave the last question at this. Where are you at heading into the NCAA mentally, physically, everything? What kind of season are you expecting? Not just for yourself, but for the Red Lions too.
I'm gonna speak for the Red Lions. I think we're a championship team. Coming into this season, we've had enough. We haven't made the finals in what, 2 years. I'm always losing in the Final Four spot. Even this preseason, we didn't win a championship, but we're all locked in, especially after this trip and coming back to training camp right before the season. We're gonna be locked in. I'm gonna make sure my guys are locked in. But for me as well, my role is to be steady at every game. So I have to prepare mentally for that. Physically, I don't think that would matter. Well, of course, not to overuse myself, but I feel like everything is all mental at this point. So I gotta keep my mind straight and, you know, lead this team. And
Awesome.
we're excited for this season. Just because everyone's like at the same level, every game is crucial. So we're excited and locked in. That's what I would say.
I'm sure, man. And I'm excited to watch you guys play too. You can, and the boys. Eventually Penny and San Beda too. You guys got a deep roster.
For
I'm
next season
glad
too, yeah.
it would have been really fascinating to see you in a LaSalle jersey because of the Cortez family tradition, of course. But right now, I'm glad you're sticking out with San Beda because it would be nice for you to finish kind of what you started there and see if you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
build the Red Lion legacy because that's also another proud basketball program, San Beda.
yeah.
And it's been a while since you guys have been champions.
Been a
Being
while.
back in the championship picture, wide open NCAA season coming up, a lot of exciting times. Wish you all the best, bro. And I want to thank you for joining me in the pod today.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
thank you for giving. It's an honor to be on this podcast, I would like to say. I've been watching this for a while. I just think it's really fun for giving the players a room to speak
For sure, for
about
sure.
themselves, you know. And
My,
I just like to admire your work. It's really nice.
I appreciate that, man. That's really heartwarming. And I'm sure I'm going to have you back on here sometime, maybe
Yeah,
during the season or after the season to recap what went down. The big season, I'm sure you're going to end up having. And who knows what the future holds. But if you keep working hard like you've been doing, I'm sure it's going to be great for you. So appreciate you, mad props, and keep up the great work.
thank you, man.
Anytime. Appreciate you, bro.